Good morning, sweet loves. Happy Wednesday. I hope that you have an amazing day. I hope that it's filled with amazing, wonderful joy, sparkles, cupcakes, just awesomeness. That's what I want this day to be for you. Awesome. I want to come and just speak to you about, first of all, what I say or what I tell you is nothing that you haven't heard. I like to remind you. That's what these vlogs are all about, is to remind you of what's important. And today I want to remind you of an important story of David and Goliath. Yes, David and Goliath. And I want to ask you, and I ask myself the same question. What are your giants? What is it that you are facing that seems big, that seems hard, that seems just, oh my goodness, what is it about the thing that you're facing that really makes it complicated, frustrating, even causes some anxiety? What is it about this situation? I love it because David was minding his business, taking his lunch to his brothers, and David hears Goliath. He hears Goliath, and Goliath messed up because he said something about David's God, and David did not play. A lot of things David would tolerate, and he went through a lot of things, but you talking about God was what he wasn't going to tolerate. So I ask you this morning, what are your giants? And are you allowing your giants in your life to talk about your God? If you're dealing with depression, if you're dealing with anxiety, if you're dealing with a season of being single and you're frustrated about being single, if you're married and you're dealing with some frustration in your marriage, these giants are going to come, and what they do is they attack the God that you love. They attack the God that you know, because that's how discouragement works. It wants to make you feel like God's not hearing your prayers. He doesn't care for you. He doesn't love you. He's not going to fix anything. So when Goliath attacked and said something against God, David was not going to stand for it. And I want to encourage you today to stand up, to take a stand. Don't let things, people, situations come and attack what you believe, attack what you know. David remembered how good God had been to him. David remembered how God had brought him out, how he rescued him and loved him and been with him. And so he remembered that, and he was like, no, I'm not going to let Goliath get away with talking about God. So he drew from the strength that God gave him, and his love. That love for God that David had was the strength he needed to go and defeat his giant. And I say to you, let God's love strengthen you today. Let his love be the strength you need to defeat your giant. You can't do it on your own. You can't face it on your own. If you go in your own strength, you're going to get tired, and you might get a good whop from this thing that you're trying to run up on. But if you go with the love and power of God and let God guide you, you can face any giant, any situation, anything. You can face the things that seem impossible. With man, it is impossible. With God, all things are possible. Have an amazing day. I love you, and I will see you and talk to you soon.